Hey there, Stampin' friends. Welcome to Movie Monday with Jody Brechbill, Stampin' Queen. You are catching me on my YouTube channel. Every Monday, I release a movie just for you guys. So you want to make sure that you do subscribe to my channel so that you never miss a beat. So you can check out my subscribe button down below. And you can also look in the comments to join my mailing list so that anytime I announce any specials or anything that's going on with classes that I have offered, tutorials, different things like that, you want to make sure that you subscribe to my mailing list, and that link is in the comments, friends. So happy Monday to everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day. I sure did. My daughter came home and visited me. So she was home Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which love it. So we had pedicures, we went and got sushi, we piled in the car and drove up to visit my son and his girlfriend and his bestie and had dinner with them. And then today we had a shopping day and she made us this glorious breakfast. So it's so fun when your adult children come home. I absolutely love it, but not gonna lie, I get a little tear in my eye every time they drive back out the driveway again to go back to their lives, but I take what I get and I love every second of it. So back to stamping though, right guys? Back to stamping. So today we're going to play with a really cool stamp. This is our bundle. This is brand new in this catalog, which just went live last week. So this is the 2021-2022 annual catalog. If you do not have a copy of this or you do not have a demonstrator you work with, please message me and let me know and I will get you a free copy of this catalog. You don't want to be without it. We're going to use this bundle on page 98, Color and Contour. This is a bundle not to be missed, my friends, because it has got some super cool dies that go with it. And these are dies that are made to go with anything and everything. And I love to point out a bundle because look at that. When you bundle together, you're going to save yourself 10%. So here is actually the die. There's the stamp set in person. Here is the die set. So look at those gorgeous scallop rectangles. Love it. So these are the only two stamps that actually work with the set itself. These stand alone and can work with anything else that you have going on. Now the other thing I'm going to share with you real quick is you may notice that our stamps are coming a little bit different. We now have the images printed to the label. So on the back side of your cover, instead of between the two plastic sheets, you can actually put your stamps right on the cover of your stamp case, which is very nice. You don't have to worry about this peeling off back and forth. So this is how they're going to come now, and that is something new that we have changed within the last couple months. All right, friends, let's go ahead and get stamping because I know that's why you're here. Well, we better back up a little bit because while I have you captive, I want to make sure you know what's going on in Stampin' Up world. So you can hop over to my online store and you can shop anytime 24/7. Just hop over to jodybrechbill.stampinup.net. This is May's host code. You're going to put that in at checkout. Do me a favor, friends, make sure that my name is in the upper left corner the whole way through your order process. Just take a little glance up. It should always show my smiling face and say that you're shopping with Jody Brechbill. We're having some snaggy issues with our DBWS or our business websites. And so sometimes it may move you over to another demonstrator. So just make sure as you are going through the process that I am always in the upper left corner. Now, you want to use a host code if your order is under $150. If you hit 150 and maybe you're putting in your own order, or perhaps you're ordering for some friends and some family together, and you get to that 150, that is considered a party. That is going to give you free host benefits. So you do not want to use a host code because you will get some benefits at 150. So what you want to keep in mind is now through the middle of June, June 14th to be exact, we have a host special. So when your order, when your party, when your total reaches 250, this is US we're talking about, guys. When you hit 250, we're giving you an additional $25 free. Okay, so at 250, you are normally earning 10% of your sales. So you're normally getting $25. We're going to double it. We're going to double down and we're going to give you $50 for free. But as your total changes, your host benefits go up. Now your host benefits you can use on anything that you choose, anything from the catalog, or the JJ Mini works too, the mini catalog we have. any specials we have, you can use your host money towards that. Now you can also check the back of your catalog on page 170 and 171. These are exclusive benefits only hosts can get. So we've got some exclusive host stamp sets, and we've got this gorgeous mega pack of designer series paper, and you can use that as part of your free rewards as well. So I always want to point that out because sometimes they're a little hidden back there and not everybody knows. So that is called the Connect, Craft, and Collect special. And again, that is now through the 14th of June. The other special we have going on, if your wish list is crazy, crazy long, the best benefit that you have, or the best value, is the Join Plus. Now, this is a starter kit promotion, and we are going to give you an additional $55 in free product when you join Stampin' Up. So when you join my team, you normally would have your kit of $99, and you would get $125 in product, but this time we're giving you $155 in product. So I don't want to harp too much on this because I talk about it all the time. I probably overshare the join special, and I don't ever want anyone to feel pressure, but I want you to know what the best value is. So when your wish list starts getting crazy long, guys, if it's starting to hit around the $99 mark, you may want to consider doing the join special and getting $155 in product for only $99. Plus, you're going to get free shipping on that order. We're going to give you a free paper pumpkin. You're going to get your free business supplies. You're also going to get a continual discount of 20 to 25% every single time that you want to order your Stampin' Up! Products. So I'm going to just put that right here, put that little bug in your ear, and if you have any questions or want to chat more about that, definitely let me know. I am happy to share more information with you guys. Now, if you are not an online shopper, or some of you guys don't like your credit card out there, or you don't like to deal with online, that's absolutely fine, friends. Just shoot me a message. You can either reply to this wherever you're seeing this, whether it's Facebook or YouTube. You can send me a text, you can messenger me, whatever works for you guys. Send me an email, no problem at all. I can put your order in for you and ship it right to you, or have it for porch pickup here if you are one of my local friends. Alrighty, so now we're ready to get stamping. So as I said, we're using Color and Contour, such a great little bundle. So let's go ahead and get our card pieces. I did write them down here for you guys. So if you wanted to make this card at home, you have the measurements. So can I put it up here, maybe a little out of my way? So I've got a piece of Whisper White, and I cut this 4 1/4 by 11. So I cut that long way. That's going to be our card base. Then I've got a piece of papaya, and I cut this by 8ths. Now, if you like to cut by quarters, that's fine. You would cut it 5 1/4 by 4. I wanted just a smidge of white to show around here, so I cut it 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And we're gonna stamp that with Pale Papaya ink. This is one of our new ink colors that I didn't know I was gonna love as much as I do. And I've got that fun little flower, and I'm just gonna randomly stamp this all over my papaya piece. And I'm going off the edge here just so it looks very random. There we go. Now, ahead of time, I grabbed a piece of papaya and ran that through with the scallop die. And I also grabbed a piece of designer series paper. Now, the paper that I chose to use is from Pansy Petals. Do you guys love this one? Oh my gosh. And I wanted to show how perhaps, so I started off and I did not buy the Pansy Suite. I just bought the paper because I thought I can use so many of these gorgeous papers with so many other things I already have. Now, of course, you know, I went on Pinterest and I fell in love with the pansies. So of course I own them, but I just wanted to show you how you can use your papers and coordinate them with other things that you may have. And I love the ginghams, right? Now, the thing with the pansies is that the dies are made to cut out some of the paper. So it'll cut the leaves and it'll cut the little pansies here, but then you can flip it over on the other side and you can use some, just like a pattern, and use that with other things. So this is Pansy Petals Designer Series paper. And so I'm just going to attach them together just like that. So I'm just going to have a little bit of that scallop show underneath. So I'm just going to lay those, lay those two. And I'm pretty sure that the papaya, this papaya piece I cut it 1.5 by 4 1/8, but really it's just kind of a scrap. All right, so there we go. And the DSP was 4 1/8 by 1. And I'm going to attach that to that papaya piece we just stamped. Now I have a feeling this may be a little longer than I had planned. Yeah, so I'll just trim it. I'll just trim it down. No big deal if it's a little bit longer than I originally had intended. So I'll just cut that with my scissors here, because I changed my mind. I was going to have the papaya be the card base, and then I'm like, no, I want it to be white. Alrighty, so now I've got some of our baker's twine. This is the essentials pack, and it comes with these great colors. So we've got like a gray, a black, a vanilla, a white, and a brown. This actually, when you put it together, they do look different than the linen thread. This is actually a little bit thicker. And so I was so happy when our baker's twine came back in the snail mail bundle. We had the white and the pink. I'm going to close that before let's go ahead and stamp since I have it open. I, ahead of time, did a little scallopy here. And so I grabbed a sentiment, so very happy for you. And I'm just going to stamp that right down here in the corner. So now we'll close that up before I have a big uh-oh. So I've got my white, and I'm just going to cut enough to wrap around. So let's tack that. There's still a little snip. There we go. And I'm just going to put that right where this seam is, where that DSP and that scallop meets. And I don't like to waste my ribbon on the back, so I always just kind of tack it like that. And then I'll put some adhesive over it so that it does not come off on me. And then we can finish out by attaching that down to our card base. So this card is going to open a little bit differently. The seam is here on the left. Oops, sorry about that. All right, so we've got that and we've got that. And then I have some scrap here, and I am going to ink up my big flower in Memento, because we're going to do some coloring with our blends. Oh, I'm hoping this looks like this ink might be it might need a little juice, but we're going to see if we can work through it here. So I'm just going to stamp that right there. Excuse me, as my nose starts to run. Now, there is insides, so you could grab this right here and you could definitely stamp it, but I'm going to color instead. I love my blends. You guys know I love my blends. So we've got all 5 in colors this time. We have blends. So we've got lights and darks. So I'm just going to go put my dark papaya where there would normally be some shading anyway. And then I'll go fill in with the light. One thing you could do with this as well is add the Wink of Stella after and have a little bit of shimmer to these flowers. That would be really pretty. There we go. And those of you who have joined my In Color Club, your In Colors are here. You're going to be getting a message from me very soon. This is Jade. This is not at all what I wanted. What did I grab? All right, I wanted the soft succulent. Let me grab that instead. I thought it looked awfully dark. All right, so now I'm just going to put, I'm going to actually just kind of trace. Let's do the light. And I'm just going to try and like fill in a little bit. These are kind of like scripty or sketchy, I guess maybe I want to say, like sketchy there. So there's really not a full leaf. All right, so now the final step, I gotta give myself some room. We're gonna grab our baby, so we're gonna wake him up, wakey wakey baby. So we've got our little mini die cut machine, and we're gonna cut out that flower. So what I like to do with this guy, because there is no magnet, I like to tape it down with a little bit of old washi tape. Washi tape, painter's tape, whatever you might have at home, that works fine because I don't want this to move on me. Especially after I went to all that work of getting it cut out. So I like to use my washi tape. This is from maybe an old paper pumpkin or something, but if you have masking tape, painter's tape, you know, something like that, you just want to be cautious that you're using a tape that's not going to rip your image once you get it done. So I'm going to put him in. Oh, thank you, cutie patootie. I just love this little guy. He sits on my shelf and he's ready to work. Okay, so very carefully, you're going to untape it then. Even though that washi tape doesn't normally stick, I still am cautious that I don't want to just rip too quickly. All right, so let's go ahead and add this with some dimensionals. So Pop-Tarts, oh, those are minis. These are minis. Don't I have some big ones? These are minis. Oh, my Lanta. Well, let's use them anyway. I'll use some of these big chunkuses down here on the end. We'll cut those up. If you got them, use them, right, guys? There we go. And one in the middle for luck. And that's just going to sit right here. Then, do I want that on dimensionals too? I think I may. I think I do want. So good thing I had some minis here because they kind of work perfect. Right here in these little teeny tiny. Will one fit in there? Maybe. And let's get one over here. So double dimensionals on this one, double. Excuse me. There we go. Beautiful. I love it. Now, final step is just to add a little bow, and we have a gorgeous simple card here ready to send. So this would be a good wedding card. Wedding season is coming up, right? Graduation. That sentiment works perfect. So very happy for you. Could be a birthday. Could be almost anything, right? That's a great sentiment. And there's our little bow and our gorgeous card. All right, my friends, again, that is Color and Comfort from the new annual catalog. So thank you so much for joining me, you guys. Have a wonderful week and come back every Monday and visit me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and you'll be alerted every time I have a new video. Have a great week, friends.